Hello, everyone. Sarah with sarahpacaro.com. Today, we're going to talk about how you know and when you know, the ways that you know that life really feels like a mess. Because for so long, life can feel like a mess, it can be a mess, but you're almost unaware that it's a mess. You know, like you've got your home and your home's a mess, and then you walk into someone else's home and their home is a mess, and you're like, whoa. The difference is the awareness, walking into something that's different, seeing things differently, experiencing things differently. And when you wake up to this experience that life is a mess, you become aware and you see things differently. You want things to be different. When you wake up to life, you wake up to becoming aware of all the things that you weren't previously aware of. And that can feel just as messy as stepping into a hoarder's house. It can feel like, what do I do with all of this? Where do I even begin? Where do I begin to clean up, to pick up, to move, to change? What do I need in order to do that? I was recently with a group of women, and one of the women was sharing that there had been a death in her family, and this death was someone who was a hoarder. And the struggle, the difficulty with it was, what do I do with all of this? It took a long time to clean up the mess, a long time to clean up all the stuff that had been piled up in this house. And especially when it's not yours, it can feel daunting. Imagine the experience when it is yours, when you wake up and you realize, I've been living in this mess. My life is a mess. So where do I begin to clean this up? How do I have what it takes? Do I have enough bags? Do I have enough boxes? Do I have enough energy? And the projection of time, this is going to take a really long time to do all this. Ugh, I don't want to spend my time doing this. I want to spend my time not doing this. Yet here I am. And that's often the experience of waking up to realizing you've been living in a mess. Your life is a mess and you've been so unaware of it. You've been so busy and so distracted by this mess that you've been living in, and realizing I've been living in a mess. My life is a mess. I don't know where to begin. I don't know how to begin. It can feel overwhelming. It can feel daunting when you wake up to that. When you wake up to this awareness and this realization. And the beautiful part about it is it only takes a long time to clean it up if it takes a long time. It doesn't have to. And most of us, after waking up to that realness, that awareness, the realization, think it's just us. And that there's different lines, there's different paths, there's different ways, but we often get stuck in thinking it has to be this one way. Seeing that entire house full of the hoarding stuff, all the stuff that is not beneficial, that's not useful, that really didn't have a place because the place was taken by the place of something else. And so it just felt piled up. And that's what happens with us energetically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually until we get to that place where we realize, I don't feel like I can move. I don't feel like I can move in my life. I don't feel like I have anywhere to go. I don't feel like there's any flow. Like everywhere I go, I turn, I feel restricted. And that's why with so many advice or programs out there, they'll say, begin with I've taken money programs that say begin with cleaning out your wallet, get out the old receipts, get out the old gift cards, get like clean it out, clear it out, go clear out your car, go clean up your room, stop what you're doing. And before you do anything else, go clean out and clear out. But how do you do that when that mess is in your mind? How do you do that when that mess is inside? When it's not something that's external, like a wallet, because you're making room for abundance in your life? How do you do that when it's not a car that your child has just thrown all their stuff in the back in? How do you do that when it's not your physical closet and they say get rid of clothes that you haven't worn in the last 6 months or 12 months? Clean out, clear out, create space. How do you do that when it's your mind? It's a thing inside. And you wake up and you realize, oh, this doesn't apply. How do you get there and clear that out? Because you realize that when you get to experience that, you'll have motivation and you'll have energy to do that things, the external things. But sometimes it's the flip and it's the inverse. It's looking at the external things that keeps you from feeling like you can do anything, because it's the internal game that you're playing. But you wake up and you realize, wow, there's a connection. There is a connection. I'm the common denominator. I've got a messy head and a messy house. And I realize it's my head and my house. It's me. What do you do with me when it's me that needs to be cleaned out, cleared out, removed out? Where do you start? How do you begin? And I always say this, you begin within. And what does that even mean? Can you tell me? Can you tell me how? Well, there's no one right way. There's no program that says step one, check, step two, check, because you'll find that you're not a check person, you're not a list person, you're not someone who likes the energy and the feeling of being told what to do a certain way. That's why you have it this way. It's almost this internal rebellion, but you've woken up to the awareness of your rebellion, the rebelliousness. And I want to do it my way. I don't want to be told anymore. And this actually was a form of control. It was a form of rebelliousness for the things that I was told I had to do a certain way. This is an expression of wanting to do it my way, because we all desire to do it our way. And your unconscious mind desires that for you too. It's getting you to the way that works for you, to transform the internal unconscious beliefs, to clean out and to clear those out so that your expression internally is reflected externally. And so when you wake up and you realize, I got some messes. I got some messes that I need to clean up. And I realized the most crucial, vital, important mess to clean up is the one between my ears, is the one with my thoughts, is the one with my beliefs, is the one with my words, is the one with the way that I feel, with the energy that I carry when I walk into a room. No wonder when it feels like you're a mess, you don't want to go out and be among the energy of other people, because you hear that internal voice telling you negative things about you. Look at the way they're looking at you. Can you just imagine what they're saying about you? No, I don't want to. So therefore, I'm not going to. I'm not going to go. I'm not going to put myself in that position. I'm going to stay at home and feel alone. And when you get to that place where you realize, I've woken up to this. I've woken up to this awareness and this connection, but now I don't know where to go or what to do or how to begin to do the things I know I desire to do. I desire to clean this up internally, and maybe you started externally and that wasn't it. And you took the advice of someone who's like, just clean up your house. That always makes me feel better. And you're like, right. But even when I did that, here I am alone with myself, not feeling better. That is the pure intention and deep desire, is to feel alive and to feel aligned with yourself, to clear out and clean out the crap that's been hoarding, piling up, stored up in your mind that you want to say goodbye to. Never see you again. Hasta la vista, baby. It's like you want to open up your mind and dump all that crap out into the trash can and just watch the trash man pick it up and take it away, never to see it again. And you know that when you do that, everything internally will shift. All the goals that you have, all the dreams that you have, and all the roadblocks that seem to be standing in the way or that your mind perceives to be an hindrance, you'll find a way around them. You'll navigate through them, over them, under them, whatever it is that you need, whatever it is that you desire. It won't be a hindrance anymore because there is becomes this inner fire that burns, that just can't stop you, that just won't hold you back, that truly takes you on the path to figuring it out and not feeling blocked by doubt. And that is what happens when you wake up and realize, I'm done living life this way. I'm done. I'm done with this story. I'm done with the games that I know that I've been playing with myself. I'm done with trying to convince myself or trick myself or motivate myself falsely into thinking this is the way for me. Your unconscious mind is so powerful, is so unique. It will show you, but it's like you're on the wrong channel. It's like you're watching this channel going, I just hope they tell me the way to do it. And everything you need is on the very next channel. You're so close, yet you're so far. You're plugged into this and tuned into this, and you think and you hope, well, this is the way because this is the way they said works for them. Not utilizing the power of your unconscious mind to align with, to connect with, to plug into that channel, that frequency, that energy, the one that is for you and only you, is going to continue to hinder you. It's going to keep you following other people's paths and other people's way, and going to keep you spinning around in the circle of advice, trying to feel a little more nice. You don't want to feel a little more nice. You want to feel aligned. You want to feel alive. You want to feel on fire about your passions and your deep desires. There is a way. The way is in. The way is within. You have the key within, and it's connecting to it, really deeply connecting to it, owning it, putting it in the right places for you to unlock those doors that are ready for you to go in and go through the path for you. But it feels like there's an internal block and barrier after you wake up and realize, my life is a mess. What do I do now? Where do I begin? How do I get there? I now know I don't want to be here, but I don't know how to get there. What do I do? It feels too consuming, too overwhelming. That is where the power of transformational healing comes in and makes the most incredible differences in your life, because it's the key that sets you free. It is a connection to deep core root beliefs about yourself, to rebirthing, transforming, transpiring, and changing them, changing you from within and getting you on alignment, on the path that is for you, alignment with your destiny. When you're ready for that, I would love to connect with you. Connect with the key to set you free. You can find out more at sarahpacaro.com. And I invite you to share this with anyone who feels like this. Okay, I've woken up and I realized my life is a mess and I'm ready to clean it up. I'm ready to clean out and clear out the closet of my mind so that I can live truly and fully aligned. And I've done everything else. I've done everything that I know to try to do. I've taken all the advice from all the other gurus. Understand that you are your greatest guru. Your internal unconscious mind is your greatest guru. It is the one that knows your soul. It houses your soul. This physical body is the casing and the housing for your soul. That's what you need to connect with. And that's what I would love to guide you to. So when you're ready, let's connect. You can find out more at sarahpacaro.com. Bye for now.